Welcome back. What's he up to now? Can you see what I did? I built myself a table, two sawhorses, and a couple of boards. Well, four boards. I'm about done with clutter. So this is going to be the process for a while of me going through all of the shelves and finding out what I have, what I need, what I want to keep for the future, and properly store it, and what to sell and what to throw away, maybe even give away. So, as you can see, I got some of the workbench cleared off. But what I have over here is in stages. I have the Stanley number 4 new in box that I restored. That needs protective paper and waxing and put away. I've got a number 7 that's in process. I've got some other tools that have to be checked, cleaned, polished, put away for storage. I've got my number 605 bedrock. That needs some TLC. I have to decide what I'm going to do about the rust. I probably will get some rust converter, as I mentioned in the past, and then refinish the knob and tote. Of course, we have the Tay-Tools 5.5 that we can use at any time. And then I have the number 4 that I got just recently. That doesn't need much right now, but that's going to be a project too, to clean and derust, polish, and put away. Then there's the Miller's Falls. That's done. The tote and knob could use a refinishing and possibly a repainting, but I have no need for this tool. So we're going to either sell or give away. And then there is the Grody 604 that needs flattening. And then this too needs refinishing of the knob and tote. This will either be a sell or giveaway. Then I've got the 3/6s, which we've done in a video. The recently acquired one needs flattening, but it looks like that's going to be my keeper. The repaired one and the other one, which is perfectly ground flat, those are going to be sold or given away. And then there's other projects, like we need to get on to doing a video about the Tay-Tools drill press sharpening system. Okay, we need to do that. And then I know I'm going to be finding blade sets everywhere, because every time I found some, I would pick them up. These are the modern ones, nothing special, but a second blade is better than no blade. This one I ground to a camber to use as a scrub in a 605, in a number 5. I always wanted to grind the chip breaker to match the camber. And this is an old sweetheart, 2 3/8. I'm not sure what plane this came off of. I have no idea. So we're going to be finding blades. I managed to get the table saw cleaned off. I don't know about you, but I have a problem with horizontal surfaces. If you have a horizontal surface, you put things on it, right? Lathe bed, jointer bed, top of a planer, workbench, table saw, drill press table, bandsaw table, anywhere where there's a horizontal surface, okay? I know it's kind of hard, but if we didn't have horizontal surfaces, if everything was tilted, things would fall off. So this is going to be the project, because I have a shelf over there with hundreds of things on it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves with wood and things on it, and a lot of it has to go. So that's what I'm going to be up to now for a while. I hope you don't get bored, but I'm promising there will be something of interest every day. Like, once I get organized and I get the workbench top cleared off, then I'm going to clean it and test for flatness and adjust it. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a learning process. And then, of course, there's the drill press, which either I have to move or we have to figure out some good camera angles and lighting to do the Tay-Tools sharpening system. So let me know if you think this is a good idea. And if perhaps, even if you think about it 1% of doing it in your shop, even if it's just one shelf. I mean, there's stuff on the shelf. I mean, what's this brush doing over here? Okay? That doesn't belong over there. Doesn't belong down there either, but that at least I know where it is. So that's it for today, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Like, subscribe, share. Head out to your workshop and contemplate tidying, doing an inventory. Walter out.